But I quickly want to bring in Mbekezeli Benjamin. He's the researcher from Judges Matter. Before we talk about, the Northwest, I just want us to start this conversation about what we heard from the press briefing that happened about 5 minutes ago, that Judge Rogers, who we know is also one of the people who has been recommended for the post of the Constitutional Court judge, that actually there's a complaint in the JSC. What does that mean, essentially?
Well, Judge Rogers had a complaint against him that was filed at the Judicial Conduct Committee. That complaint was dealt with at the last interview session that he was at in October of 2021. And there the JSC asked him about it, and he said the complaint was not resolved, but it's completely out of his hand. The JCC is the one that will decide on it. Yesterday, he was asked about different complaints that he was involved, and he explained the circumstances of that. There wasn't a specific question raised about this other complaint, and so later on we heard that there was a letter that the JSC received relating to the new complaint, and so it's not clear how the JSC will deal with that because it's not a factor that was put to Judge Rogers, and so it wouldn't have been a factor that the JSC considered when they were deliberating last night. It's something that they will have to resolve, I think, in the next few days.
Judge Ronnie Hendricks, the only candidate for being heard of the judiciary in the Northwest. Surprised by that?
Well, the Northwest is a small division, only about 6 or 7 judges. So it's not surprising that there was only one candidate that was put forward. We know that the other judges of Northwest had written a letter of recommendation for him. But what was interesting is in his interview that he was really asked questions that relate to the position of leadership, which he has held in the past. And there were a few questions where he stumbled on issues of sexual harassment, for example, and how that he will deal with, and then the issue of acting judges as well, how that process is implemented in the Northwest, the transparency of it, the fairness of it. So those were issues, I think, lingered in the interview, but as you said, the JSC later recommended him.
I mean, in the Eastern Cape, there's 2 positions for High Courts there in Gqeberha. Now there's 6 candidates for that, and I think the majority of that are women.
Yes, so this has been a remarkable round in having the majority of candidates being women. But the Eastern Cape High Court in Gqeberha actually has much fewer women than other courts. And so I think it is to be expected that there will be more women there. 2 women judges are retiring soon, and it will only leave 1 woman judge. So it will be interesting how the JSC deals with that issue. The candidates, we've heard from one of the candidates, Professor Kruger. There are 2 others who are coming, and it's already looking competitive at this stage.
All right.